to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on the other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Braswell. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harrison. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. There's the pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
To the air on second down. Quarterback moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And
turning it on! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Offense is being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got an open man. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly to run it back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
That's caught. It's Thurman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelled the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle.
Converts on fourth down, still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
On play action on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll... Over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll throw on third and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Harrison. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Virginia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for room. It's Parker. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Sends it back in motion. He'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. He might want another play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Thurman. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. To a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Lawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunt. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Shotgun snap on third down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Ball is out behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On the ground, it's Braswell. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense. And you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Braswell. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Virginia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Stadium buzzy, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The sure hands, it's Harrison. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the ground. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting...
Turning it on! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see. South doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The inside handoff. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Cavaliers are on the move. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll run for it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here and for these two